what he's basically saying, ma'am, is that he was given an unfair shot from word's sake go. Okay, the judge in this case was a biased judge, ma'am. Okay, he just identified the fact that O'Reilly was on the doorsteps of the courthouse, and that some of the juror members in his case were picked by all possibility juror members of the panel to which they picked from. So therefore, that was a violation right there, a constitutional violation, because that's called jury impartiality. That's the fact that a jury should not know about a case, nor should a jury participate like that. So now I understand what the situation is now. The jury is biased toward him, and that because they heard the Riley, they are convicting him based upon the judicial publicity in his case, and not the fact that they found no evidence to convict him. So that's why he's saying he was already found not guilty for the real murder, but he was still found guilty for the same case under the lesser included offense, and given a disproportionate sentence, which is capital to life without parole, which is impossible. Why? Because felony murder does not add up to the possibility of life without parole. So he raised this issue of ineffective assistance of counsel on trial lawyer and appellate lawyer on direct appeal. And the appellate court is saying that the lawyers did their job. So the issue is that the jury members in this case was biased. Why? Because there is no jury charge for aggravated robbery in this case. And right. The issue of being simple robbery being mentioned does not elevate to the elements of evidence, man. That's speculation. Speculation is not evidence, man.
Right.
Therefore, he's been convicted with no evidence at all by a judicial judge who is biased, who allowed the jury to continue deliberating when they asked the question, can we find him guilty for capital murder? Why? Because the word robbery was mentioned. But the witness said that he did not rob them.
Exactly.
Therefore, that eliminates the issue of capital murder. Matter of fact, that eliminates the whole process of murder and the issue that he calls the death of the victim.
But you see,
or rob the victim.
Right. But you see, I was gonna play some more, but I think I messed up the recording, so I'm gonna just go off because I have his case right here in front of me. It's cases like I was reading this other case, and the person was just sentenced last year of 3 murders. We talked about that in the recording as well. He was sentenced. He pled guilty for 3 murders, and he was given 3 life sentences. Well, he put in for what was that evidentiary hearing, because he wanted to say that the jury, he didn't get a fair trial because of the jury. Well, also Juan put in for an evidentiary hearing for the first thing, for the same thing. Juan was turned down. They denied his, but the other person, they accepted his.
Okay.
So then,
okay,
and I go on and I'm keep reading, and I was like, okay, so they read it. This guy, the jury found him guilty of killing 3 people, but in Juan's case, they found Juan, they acquitted Juan of murder. So, but this guy had three murders, and he also was charged with an underlying predicate offense, which was robbery, because he was robbing a medical dispensary, and he killed 3 people, and they gave him 3 life sentences. Well, with Juan case, he doesn't have an underlying predicate offense. So when they acquitted him of the actual murder, that means he should have walked out of the courthouse, but he didn't. Just because the judge allowed the word robbery. Let's remember Juan was on trial for murder. He was not on trial for robbery as well. So he didn't have a chance to defend against the robbery charge, and he was not convicted of robbery, and he was not charged with robbery. I have all his paperwork, all of it, and that's what makes me, want to go hard for fighting for wrongful convictions, talking, speaking up, being a voice for men that have been wrongfully convicted. After seeing Juan's and also Mr. Legate's case, so that makes that I'm real passionate about that. So,
Okay.
do you? I mean, it's just mind-boggling to me that you have a person that commits 3 murders with